as you guys would know. So that is pretty much the gist of what you guys will be learning to do today. So we will be teaching you guys how to sort of, anybody heard of the term kit bashing before?
Sorry?
Kit bashing. Kitbashing. You have? Okay. So kit bashing is what the folks at ILM did. ILM is George Lucas's special effects company, which were responsible for the Millennium Falcon and all those spaceships that you see in Star Wars and a lot of different movies, The Mandalorian, those kind of things. So they would make, what they did back then in the 70s was they would take model kits. If you guys, any of you guys, any hobbies of like model kits, or maybe your parents back then would have done model planes or World War II tanks and stuff like that. So brands like Tamiya and stuff. Some of you may have heard, some of you never heard, it doesn't matter. But so basically what they would do is that they would take these kits and they would take it from different kits and then like bash them up to make something completely new. Hence you would see the spaceships you see on screen today and on cinema. So they would use that practical model and they would film it on a green screen and then they enhance it in post. And then that's what you get on your final image in the movie. So that's what we'll be teaching you today. So it's going to be very interactive. Feel free to ask me any questions you guys have, whatever it is, just going to be very free and easy. I want you guys to come closer. Maybe one or few of you could try as well. And then we'll see how it goes. Any questions? No? Okay, quick speed run. Can I get all your names, starting from you, and your favorite sci-fi movie? Go.
You can call me Ian.
Ian? Yeah. They're asking what's going on. Just give me your name really quickly and just speed run your favorite science fiction movie, okay? Go.
Ian on the Silver Globe.
Ian and?
My favorite film is On the Silver Globe.
On the?
On the Silver Globe.
On the Silver?
Globe.
Globe, okay.
I'm Jeannie, and we Interstellar.
Sorry, again?
My favorite film is Interstellar.
Interstellar, okay.
My name is Ibel, and Avatar.
Avatar.
Anna, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Someone's wearing a Stranger Things outfit just now. Nice. Okay. HQ.
Yeah, HQ. But I cannot think of the 7
That's fine. You can think about it and let me know later. Don't email me. Okay. Cool. Sinyi. Sinyi. Okay. Jurassic Park. Nice.
My name is Niels, and favorite one would be the prequels for Star Wars.
Nice.
Daniel.
Daniel? Dune. Nice. Either one of you. Terrence. Tron Legacy. Nice. You can have the same answer, it's fine.
My name is Andre.
Andre.
Inception.
Inception.
Jeremy, Back to the Future 2.
Back to the Future too. Good one.
My name is Easy. For the favorite movie, I think first.
You think first, okay. Those who want to think first and email later, you can get my email from David, okay? Go on next.
My name is Caitlin. Favorite sci-fi film, Annihilation.
Nice, very nice. Bro?
I'm Sean and
Sean and Tron.
yeah.
Nice.
You.
My favorite sci-fi film is Annihilation.
Annihilation.
My name is Clarissa. My favorite film is Companion.
Nice.
Curry, Tron Legacy.
Tron Legacy.
Lish, Mickey 70.
Nice.
Wendy. My favorite film is Inception.
What's the series?
Inception.
Inception.
Julie, my favorite movie is Jurassic World.
Okay. Brandon, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you just need to tell me your favorite sci-fi
Star
movie.
Wars.
At least someone mentioned Star Wars. Okay. I definitely won't remember all your names, but it's just good to break the ice. So, could you guys come closer? You just bring all your seats closer. If you want to stand, you can stand. You want to stand at the tables? I don't know. Maybe ask David. Don't stand on the table. Okay. Actually, you know what? Just sit down first. Sit down first. Sit down first. Sorry. David, you have a plug point? Or extension cord? No.
We need to go for an extension. Just take two just in case.
Someone said Companion just now. Who said the movie Companion? Yeah. How is it? Good? Enjoyed it, yeah. Anybody else watch Companion yet? No?
What is it?
Companion. Doesn't know. And someone said Mickey 17. Who was it? It was him, yeah. I haven't seen Mickey 17. Is it good? Anybody watch Mickey 17? Yeah. David, so water? I just use this one.
Yeah, you can use it.
Okay.
I mean, you need a lot of them.
I just only need just to plug this will be faster.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
They went for an extension.
Yep. You have the thing you want to show first while waiting? Still loading. Ages?
Ages because internet is going so slow. So
Okay.
I prepare.
Okay.
It's ready. I just.
Sure. So I'll wait for that, then we can start. So I'll just show them this first.
You can start. You can start.
Yeah.
Like, I can show like us.
Yeah. Okay, you guys can come. Come. Don't be shy. Just bring your chairs. Sit down. You can sit down. It's going to be 2 hours, so if you all want to stand for 2 hours, it's up to you all. No worries, but yeah. Okay. Y'all going to stand for 2 hours, is it?
No, it's okay.
We'll sit when we feel like it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay. Okay. You guys want to come to the front? Okay. Which one of you guys want to try? I need at least 2 or 3 people. Andre?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying, but yeah, I'll try.
Good risk taker. Okay. 1, someone? 2? 1 more person? Anybody? HQ. Huh? You want to try or not? It's up to you. No. Cincai, yeah? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you something first before we actually proceed. I'm going to run my first solo art exhibition coming up next Friday. If you guys are free, please do drop by. So it's very much reminiscent of what we're going to be doing today. So I just brought a few of the art pieces to show you guys, so you guys can see where you guys can push the boundaries in terms of what you want to make. If not mistaken, you guys will be doing something that will be in line with David's IP, scrap metal. So you guys will be building robots that is set in a post-apocalyptic setting that you guys can use practically to film. So a lot of the robots that I have built is also like that. So you guys come in closer and have a look. Those in the back can see or cannot see? You can come close, it's okay. Okay, so who's the one who said Star Wars just now? Brandon, right?
No.
Liar. So, someone said Jurassic Park. Who said Jurassic Park? There's a few who said Jurassic Park. You? Okay, come. So, guys, come in. Come, and you can have a look. Okay. So, I'll just bring it to you guys. Why are you guys so scared? Come. So you have to get really close with your model that you're trying to do, because the amount of detail that you put inside will translate on the big screen. So one things that you guys should know about filmmaking is that when you do any sort of thing, keep in mind if you're shooting for cinema, people are going to see everything like on a massive screen. So the smallest detail, as much as you put inside there, will translate on screen. So you want to get up and close now with whatever it is that you're putting in front of the camera. So this is one of the robots. You guys could hold and pass it around. Please do not drop it. It costs you a couple $100. So, okay. So this is like one of the robots that is set very post-apocalyptic. There's a lot of weathering. There's a lot of effects that you could see. I see you. Go. Whoa, suddenly went. Make sure everybody has a look at it. You can. So we will not be able to achieve this level of detail today, obviously, because we do not have much time. But yeah. Sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
I did explore a bit of this before.
Yeah.
Like prop making
Yeah.
to some degree. Can I know what specifically the type of glue you use? That it seems quite fine.
The glue?
Yeah.
Glue? There's mainly it is super glue. Super glue. There is also white glue, like for the basing and stuff like that. So
The super glue is the clear, like the water.
yeah, the one that if it gets on your hand, screwed lah. Yeah. So everybody managed to have a look, pass around. Anybody got any questions? Do feel free to ask me. On Instagram, yeah. Yeah. Facebook page and the Instagram page, yeah.
But their sculptures are bigger. That's why.
I wonder where the robots went. Okay, so you managed to have a look.
Show. You know it's recorded, right? Huh? Everything's recorded.
What else is the camera for?
Okay, where are my robots? Okay, so like I said, we can't reach this amount of detail today, but it's not real glass. So that is like one of the examples that you can use to use a camera to film for special effects, right? I don't think we have, what's the time? I don't think we have that amount of time to build one exactly, but we'll show you really quickly. And then we'll mainly focus on the painting, because building, I think you guys can sort of experiment on your own time and all. I have to look like 360. But the painting, I think is the most important part, because that's the one that will translate on screen. Okay, so in this box, you guys want to come closer? Yeah, I just don't know what's inside. Okay, so anyway, it's just a bunch of... So, this is just a bunch of stuff. Okay, all these things were made from recyclable materials, like 80% recyclable materials. So, they're computer parts, they are, I don't know, some sort of hardware parts inside the... So, you know, a lot of it you can find around your house, and you can use to pretty much make a robot out of anything. Yeah.
I can only see the practical video.
For Instagram, on Facebook, should be able to find. Yeah, maybe you could use that. Can that play or? I think should be good enough. On the Facebook event page or no? Anybody done any painting of some sorts before? 1, 2.
Just painting, yes.
Yeah, any painting, any type of painting. Anybody build Lego before? Okay, so Lego is like they give you, just say you buy one Lego castle, right?
Yeah.
The instructions tell you to make the Lego castle. Kit bashing is buying a bunch of castles and cars and maybe a boat and a squid, and then you bash everything up and make something entirely new. Same thing, but use whatever it is that you have around you. Okay, so so if you guys look in this box, I want 4 people to come forward. Who the 4 people want to come forward? Me. Lie. Okay, 1, 3 more.
I'll join.
You?
join, I'll
Okay.
join. Yeah.
Another 2 more. Ladies? Okay, come. It's okay. We'll change and then we'll do. Everybody can have. Okay, come. Look through this box. All of you have seen David's movie, right?
Yeah.
So you know your IP, right? So you would build something that would fit in his world. So I want you to go through the box and pick at least maybe 5 to 7 to 8 pieces of stuff and just put them out here for me. You got 2 minutes. Go.
Jeremy's
Go.
Go, Jermaine.
The rest of you guys be involved, help them out. See, because this is ultimately going to be used for you. Yes, sir.
Your brother's name is.
Nicholas, you know him.
I'm his friend.
Yeah, you sound very familiar.
I went to your house.
That's why I was thinking, why the hell you sound so familiar?
I
Okay.
found it because I have it
You can text him.
in my archive.
Okay, what did he say?
You just say he's in your class, right?
Yeah, he just came back from Indonesia. Yeah. How did?
Yeah, I'm going to download it because you sent to me, remember?
Yeah, okay.
Because I cannot find
the vertical one.
the horizontal one. And the vertical one is more like, you can really see.
We need to off the light for them to see, eh? Yeah. So
That's why like maybe after, at the end.
Okay. Okay.
I only see the blue.
Yes, sir.
So you said that you had an art gallery coming up, right?
Art exhibition, yeah.
Art exhibition coming up. So it's like also.
It's be showcasing those ones there. Yeah.
So these things where you had the exhibition time, are they like for sale? How do you do that? What is the market looking like?
I have no idea.
You're still new to it? Or?
No. As in what? For people buying this kind of items? No, this is the first time I'm exhibiting this kind of art. But I do other paintings and I've exhibited different kind of paintings before, more bigger.
Fine art or sculpture?
Both. So this premise is much more niche.
Yeah.
So it'll be a first time to see who would be interested to buy these kind of things. So that's why we're opening the doors for filmmakers, artists, actors. It doesn't matter. I think everybody. It's like you either grow up in Wall-E or you grow up with R2D2. I think anybody can relate to some sort of a robot.
Because last time, a couple of friends and I we decided to try and make like smaller sculptures.
Yeah.
Because they are fine art students. I was just helping them out.
Yeah.
So we made like maybe like this big at best, but it didn't. Like we were trying to like build it to sell.
Yeah.
Find a good market for it. Until today we still
Show
have
me
it.
some of the stuff, man.
I don't know
Get it
if I
sent to
tried
David,
that.
yeah?
They even took pictures of it because this was like
Go hunt
5
back for
years
it.
ago.
Yeah.
5-6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but if the market is better now, I wouldn't mind getting back into it.
Okay.
Yeah. My only weakness with this is usually what.
We'll be showing you that today. Okay. Everybody pick their stuff.
Yeah.
How much you all shopping lah? Okay. Which is the ones that you guys picked? Okay. So the rest done?
Yeah.
Kemudian bell.
You let me know if the video ready and
You want the whole entire thing, is it?
this box is David's box, so you can ask him later. I don't know. PM to P. So, okay. Where can you chose this or you still choosing? Chose already.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, not Jeremy. Okay. Okay. Put the stuff that you chose on top of this box. Put it on top.
It's worth two.
Why so much?
Need to be lower. Wait. That's not. Your shoulder is covering the camera. Over the shoulder, but not really. That's side by the shoulder.
Okay. Who are the ones who selected it again? Both of you?
Yes, lah.
Okay. So, let's choose one of these guys here. This one? Someone wanted this one. Okay. Can anybody try to guess what materials are made of here, or any real life objects that you recognize from here?
Plastic.
Yeah, what kind of plastic? Plastic. Bottle? Wires? Looks like a what?
The cap for spray the top.
This one?
Yeah.
This was from a facial wash cap.
Yeah.
This is a piece of wood. Wires. Keyboard. Pieces. Okay, so anybody recognize the keyboard parts or no? Be honest.
No.
I mean, after telling you, you'd recognize, right? Okay. So it's not a necessary thing that you'd want people to sort of notice, like at the start when they look at your model, like, oh, I didn't know that was made from a bottle cap or made from a keyboard piece or something. If people don't realize, then you know you've done your job for the screen. But if you're doing some sort of art thing, it doesn't matter, I guess, at the end of the day. So I guess, depends on your. So what scrap metal is about? Anybody tell me a bit more of the backstory, the lore? Okay, so it's a post-apocalyptic film, right? And usually when you want to kit bash something, you sort of want to pick pieces that awake some sort of silhouette in your mind. Like, you can keep things pretty simple, relatively easy. For example, this one. I mean, yes, we have 1 feet. It looks like that Pixar thing, right? So, but now you want to make it that it could maybe fit somewhere in his IP or in his movie, right? So if you're going to do something very high-tech, very sci-fi, I'm probably going to pick something very sort of clean-cut like this or whatnot, right? So I'm just going to look at some of the stuff that you guys picked out. Okay, so
These are the models actually that they were like half real life or scrapping.
yeah, so some of this stuff have already been kit bashed like this, right? So like there's a truck with like stuff here and there, everywhere. So okay, so I'm just gonna try to show you. Okay, so you guys can come closer. Okay, so for example, right? These are what I'm talking about, like the model kit sprues. They call this a sprue. You would know, right? So this this is a sprue where if you were to build a kit, like say if you were like Lego, but they give you in the packs, but this one you gotta use your clippers. This is quite easy to get. You could get it at any DIY shop, and then you clip it through. And now, if you guys look really closely into there is a thing called mold lines. You want to take a blade and you want to shave that off. Like I said, I don't have time to show you guys that, but you should be able to find that online, how to do it. And so that it's clean, so people don't see like it's a plastic thing on screen. Can any of you tell me right now, this looks just like a shape, right? But if I were to take this piece and put it somewhere, can anybody tell me where they would want to put it?
Tire.
Huh? Oh, sorry, what was that? No, it's fine. Yeah, where do you, top? On top where? Show me, okay. And so if you do that, so always before you stick anything, sort of just test fit and see what works. So like right now, this looks like that Pixar thing. Let's lean into that. Maybe it could be some sort of robot. So this is when your backstory, your storytelling, your sort of writing and interest comes into making this actually work and making believe. Because you have to believe in this robot that it can be used in that movie or works in that universe. It's very important that you do so. If you don't, the robot's going to fall flat, and if it doesn't sit well within your own manner of doing so, people will call your bluff on screen and they will say, that looks cheap or that doesn't look good. And that's the last thing you want when you're making a movie. You want people to fall in love with your whatever it is that you're trying to do. So he said put it on top. Anybody else want to put it somewhere else? Any objection?
Behind.
Top, behind, any other position? Location? In front, okay. So if I put it in front, right, that looks more like an eye. Or camera. What else does it look like if I put it in front?
CCTV.
You're not wrong that you put it on top, it's fine. I'm just saying, don't, okay. So, CCTV. So, some more? What else?
Could be a camera, could be a gun.
Okay, if I put it this way versus this way, is there a difference? Okay, all those who are standing this side, come this side, please. So I turn 360. Okay. So if I put it this way, you can see? Versus if I put it this way. Is there a difference?
Yeah.
What do you guys feel if I put it this way? Rocket.
Astro dish.
Astro dish.
Like a signal.
Like a signal. This one?
Like a robot.
Or like an eye. So if you want to at least draw people to the attention, like this could be an eye. So I'm going to go with that. So super glue, this time you ask me, this is super glue. If it's not clogged, I hope it comes out. It's coming out. So this one, try not to get it on your hands, and just stick it right in front here. So it should stick. So you're slowly building it, right? Okay. What else can you put here that would make it look less CCTV-esque? Tube. Well, it could work. It could work.
And then you put the missile.
So where are we looking at, guys? Like what is this robot like? Somebody throw me some sort of ideas. Like, is he a friendly robot? Is he an asshole? What is he? I mean, what is he? What kind of robot is he? Is he like a bad guy? Is he a good guy? So these kind of things you can sort of start developing in your brain while you are kit bashing and making your robots, and also in line with your IP for scrap metal. Any ideas?
I was thinking more transport.
Transport.
Like cargo transport.
Cargo transport. Okay. Anybody else? 2 more answers.
Automated missile.
Helicopter. Sorry?
Automation missile.
Automation missile.
Yeah.
You really like that missile, don't you?
It's kind of stuff. Yeah, there was some stuff that is halfway.
Yeah.
I think maybe the legs are inside.
There's one leg here we put. So it looks like a... Okay. I think there's more sprues. These are the ones your students chose.
Yeah,
Okay.
they can use for
Okay, so...
this kind of. Yeah, this is half.
Yeah. So David's already built some of these things here for his stuff, as you can...
Also how to. These are like flying cargo. You know, so it's done with an industrial looking thing and then painted on a very sort of like greeneries, and like you have to make things in scale, so you always have to get like very fine, like powder for the sun, etc. In a few positions as well, and then you can take pictures. Usually you take just pictures once it's painted in place of the green screen. Back up. Now, like you don't need to use green screen anymore for this kind of thing, but you can do it. And then just like film. I usually tend to start with an idea, like a clear idea, like just sketching. So this is kind of like a excavator that supposedly, take things and in the supposed past, but now it's going to be just kind of thing. And I did it like still can move, so I can have like different orientations, like I can in one time put it like this, repaint it a bit, and most of them they have like a screw for 1/4 inch, like the same screw that we use, so I can put it in a magic arm. So in case I want, like let's say I want to use this for another film, because that's the good thing of the models and all this, like I can just like rip this part and put something else and repaint it and use it in another film. Like this is how they actually work. So I can just put it in a magic arm for taking pictures or videos, like if I'm going to put it in a film, like carrying something, flying. Yeah, this should be more. I don't know, like the other.
There's some stuff here. Yeah. I think I may have used it. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, here.
Oh, is there?
This is a part of it. Yeah, these are like 3D printed parts. They are for models, some are like from toys. Yeah, this is kind of like a traffic, kind of
Buggy.
like showing, like supposedly, like like imagine like in a road traffic. So this is showing like it cannot go
To the left,
right,
stop, yeah.
Trouble. There's no leg is not.
But the other piece, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want 2 legs, huh?
No. Just one leg.
Yeah.
Just in case you.
Okay. So who was the one who said the missile thing just now? You. Jeremy. Okay, so this looks somewhat like a missile. You could put this on top, or you could put, this is like a more missile-looking missile. It really depends what you are trying to convey. So who would want this or who would want that? Who vote for this?
Why not both?
Why not both? More guns, more. Okay. More firepower. Okay. So let's just say this guy is like an armored sort of. Okay. So if you guys look here, there's also like some missiles over here as well. So let's take a bit of those. It's gonna be a more firepower. Anybody got the name for this robot yet or no?
Let's name him Jeremy.
Jeremy. Okay. Jeremy, this is for you. I mean, I don't think it belongs to you. It's probably your lecturers or whatever. Okay. So how do you want to put? Who's the one who said firepower? Andre, right?
Yeah.
Andre, would you come up here for a while, please? So how would you want to build this with so much firepower? You got 1, 2, and 3. Where would you put it?
These two can go on the sides.
One here and then one here.
No, the other two, the small ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
They can go on the sides.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Ooh. So Andre's got given a good suggestion.
Yeah, one thing for your mock-up, when you are thinking, sketching, making drawings, thinking with the pieces that you have, when we don't have much money, you cannot just like build like the AT&T and it's like, okay, now I need to buy like 1 million kits, to create this. So you think, basically, like, for example, like what I do is like I collect all kind of like rubbish, toys, whatever, and then it's like, okay, with these things, start thinking. And to start putting things together, it's interesting to use blue tack, So you just put it with blue tack, see how it looks, take a picture maybe, then change it, take a picture, then you decide, okay, this.
Okay, so you brought up a good point. Now, he said not straight, OCD.
Huh?
OCD?
What do you
Are you OCD or? Okay. So, like, even if it's not straight or straight, because you are not doing a very clean robot. So it's probably, you got to think of all this when you come to the painting later, is the weathering. You asked about weathering, right? So like how you'd have different environments would create rust or dirt or grime, and maybe this guy's been through battle, so maybe don't make it straight. Don't be too precious about it. So it could be like he's probably, if he's been in battle, probably got fired or got shot somewhere, and it's probably knocked off his alignment a little bit, So those kind of things would, it's just all storytelling. So you said, Andre recommended that you do this, right?
Yeah.
Everybody agree that this should work here? Yeah. Okay. So super glue should do the trick for the most part. If time permits in the future, I will show you guys how to do more building stuff. But I think these kind of things you guys could relatively do on your own. So we're getting somewhere, right? Getting somewhere. Okay. So more firepower, right? So this missile, where would you guys want to put it? Top where?
Top, like in the center.
In the center.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Bottom. Okay, it's okay. You see which one? This looks a bit crude.
Oh yeah.
But it really depends on what you want. So, you got this as well. Sometimes, you don't even need to go that far.
Right.
Let the audience fill in that little part. Don't give them everything. Same thing when you do your films, right? Don't feed them everything. The little in-betweens that you don't tell, why? The little in-betweens that you don't tell makes them want to see it more again and again and again. So let's just leave that top for now because the silhouette looks pretty interesting like this, right? But maybe just a little bit more just to break it up. So like you got flat panels like this, you just want to break up that surface, you could put a little something like this. Maybe it's just a grill or something and it will look a bit different, right? So a lot of other things in robots is like antennas. Can anybody find an antenna inside there? No?
Anything here? Oh, sorry. Very big antenna.
this is not gonna work. I mean, maybe, you never know, but for this purpose, maybe not. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you don't have an antenna. You could see from here.
Why not a fan?
About this thing.
You can. No, it's okay. So, see, this is what David was saying, is that sometimes you don't have the resources or you don't have the money to sort of make an antenna. You're not going to go out and buy one. So you improvise. So this is just a clear sprue. There's nothing left on it. So you could just snap one of these and put it somewhere and it could work as an antenna, right? Sometimes some models you guys are filming it really close. Sometimes you do multiple ones for different scales and different shots. So the ones that you know are going to get a lot of close-ups is the ones that you want to pay more attention to, because that's the one the camera is going to pick up. And if you're shooting with your big RE cameras and stuff like that, you want to make sure that the camera don't pick up any mistakes. So that one came out. It happens. Anybody got any questions so far? No?
Also for models that they have like use in the story, it's like a vehicle, then it makes sense. You have to think it like through, So you have to make sense. All the parts that you put, kind of like they need to make sense, because it's supposed to be functional in the story, and you're going to see it like function, moving it with stop motion or something like that. But for things that they are like in the background, you just have to give like an idea, Oh, this is the head of a robot, and you can basically glue whatever, just like if you have a lot of things, together, and then you wear the stuff, it will look good, and it doesn't need to make too much sense, because it's just something on the background. So as long as there's a story, it's like, oh, this is the leg of a robot, this is the head of a robot, this is a missile platform, something, like you can recognize what is it, and it has like some kind of story. It's enough. You don't need to be like super precise, like, okay, this is the pipe that goes for the fuel, this is this and that part. For the ones that the characters they are going to use, usually yes, it makes more sense.
Okay, so you got these put already on the side. Another thing you can make it look sci-fi is wires. So dig up any old wires from your house or your computers, old chargers and stuff like that, pick them apart. You could. So if you look really closely behind here, there is like little pegs with little holes inside. Those make good ports to actually fit those wires inside. So you could do that and put that in, and instantly it looks more mechanical, right? So you put one wire inside and then a bit of glue. Can everybody see what I'm doing? Okay.
So the good thing is of all these is that you all can, build one, and then you all can use the others, because if you position differently, you put like, here a bit more grass, in the film it's going to look totally different. And also like after you shoot it, you can always like rebuild it, repaint it, make a different one. So once you take all the pictures, all the angles and all that you have used, it's just material for the next time. So it's actually not expensive.
Also, like these little pegs, you could put it behind here again just to break up those like plane surfaces. It could also act as vents, or it could be like armor panels for his back. What's the name of this robot again? Jeremy?
Yeah.
Jeremy. So,
Okay, this is an interesting concept that he's mentioning, like break the flat surfaces. Okay, so avoid to have like this like plain thing, unless you're going to put a text, just transfer or a logo or something. You don't want to have this, because later with the light, etc., you're going to be that interesting.
make the leg more stable. Okay, how would you want to make the leg more stable? No, it's pretty locked in. Okay, so for
You
like,
can always put it like a chicken
Yeah.
Just the legs up.
So the thing about making models for that has a base because it's an art piece to be sold, but for the purposes for you guys is that you have to, like what he showed just now, is to have some sort of modularity so that you can remove little parts, or maybe don't even put them on a base because maybe this guy could fly. So if you put him on a base, it wouldn't make sense for you to film with his base flying. So it's good to leave the leg maybe just like this. You could always rig it to something or on a wire or something. So there is the model, most models that you see they use for film is usually without a base. Even if there's a base, just temporary, just to hold it. So for practical filmmaking, maybe don't do the base for now. Okay, so any more firepower you want before we need to proceed to the next one? So you got this one last one if you really want to put it. The wire, I know the wire came out because the wire is not wanting to stick now, but it's fine. Even if the wire doesn't stick, it's storytelling. Maybe one wire got cut off. It's not going to be clean. It's not going to be pristine. So you would want to put this one more I don't know what this is, but yeah. So do you think this looks better or in the middle looks better?
The first one.
First one.
I don't think it's needed.
You don't think it's needed?
I would put it behind.
You would?
I would put it behind.
Behind where?
Either that or like behind the wall.
Okay, so you all can debate about it as much as you want, but at the end of the day, it depends on the story that you want to put in the scrap metal universe. So if this guy's going to have some sort of firepower, he looks more like I don't want to say this, but it looks like he would jump into battle and like shoot fire and kill himself and blow up stuff. Because it looks like that. Like I don't see his purpose other than just standing there and firing these rockets and then there's nothing else, correct? One way of thinking about it, but you could always think more other stuff if you like. So maybe you could add one more firepower and that just breaks up its uniform, because now it looks very left, right, and then, so we just put this one last thing and then it should be done. Now it looks a bit all over the place because you are using different materials, but once you spray it with a primer color and everything looks uniform, it would look completely different. It's one of the most satisfying things that you could do. So like what David said, maybe if you guys are going to build one day, you really put everything into it, you put so much details, wires, everything here and there, and then once you spray it, it's going to look brand new. Then, yes.
In that context, right, of
Yeah.
painting it, would you prefer like painting it first or like design it and then paint it?
Usually you would design it, build it, and then paint it. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would it be hard though, because it's very small now?
No. Well, you can have sub-assemblies if you think it's difficult to reach in some areas, so you could leave these bits separated and then paint them, and then eventually you build them and then you stick them together. You can also do that. This one follows your process of how easy or difficult you think it is. So for now, I think because of time, we would call this done. Again, you can add as much details as you want. You can, I don't know, like use all these other smaller bits, and you can put more wires and stuff underneath. You could even have an undercarriage like this. So don't overcrowd it with detail, but have enough that depends on your movie, depends. Like Star Wars has a lot of mechanical details on the Millennium Falcon. There's so much of stuff everywhere here and there. Then there's also big flat surfaces. So, and then Star Trek is very clean, very slick, very sort of elegant in a way. So it depends on your concept design, depends on what movie you're trying to portray and all this. Then you would have a guideline on how much detail you should put, how much detail you should not put. Okay, so yeah, you guys will pass it around and have a look. Well, what? Okay, with any model, it's fine. It's just this one is a very small point. Anybody know what baking soda is?
Yeah.
Okay, go buy yourself one box. And when you put super glue like this, just sprinkle a bit of baking soda, it would lock it in place pretty strong. It acts like a binder kind of thing. Just a little tip.
I mean, yeah, when you are like building it, like to make sure that it's totally dry or sturdy. Keep putting glue, I mean, sometimes like the big models, you can use screws.
Usually, do you use brush or spray paint?
A mix of both. Yeah, I don't think we could spray paint here in your campus. Not the most ideal, but yeah. Did it break again? No, Okay. So I guess this box you guys will be able to do more. So I just park this inside for now. We'll get to the painting part. Yeah, okay. Put that there.
Okay, the video is really whenever you want to play.
All okay so far? Yeah. Okay. Shit.
Jeremy holding your. Clear yourself. My son.
Not because they are not. I mean, they were designed for.
Where is the robot? Jeremy 01. Okay, you can.
Yeah, this plastic seems to be not very
It is, right?
friendly to glue.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was just me.
Soft.
Okay, so looks like this robot doesn't want to have that much firepower, but so yeah, it broke down before shoot. Okay.
Sounds right.
Yeah, this you have to be like very careful once you paint and then spinning. You have to keep it like in a box, like very nice wrapping, and be very careful until shooting, you know, because these things like break all the time. Like models, they're like not the best thing to take into shooting, you know. It's better just to shoot in screen or in the studio.
Okay, so you guys ready to do some painting? Yeah. Okay. So obviously I can't spray that now, and I can't paint. What are we saying? Yeah, too. Okay. So there's only two that I managed to build that we can show for our demo today. So one is this. Okay.
For a machine, you can just
Okay.
use any of these two.
Yep.
So this is coated already with the light.
So this has already been sprayed. This has already been sprayed. Yeah, I know. It's funny, it's strange, it's weird, a bit Death Stranding-y kind of thing. I don't know. But so the so this is what it looks like before it was sprayed.
Oh damn.
Wow.
Show to the camera.
After this is the primer, right?
Yes. So this is a primer.
That's expensive.
No, you can buy the expensive ones, but you don't need to. Okay. So this is what it looks like.
Primers I have to ask us. It's what dictates whether the paint stays.
Did you work on that with Nicholas?
No, you just had me take picture.
Oh wow. Interesting.
Okay, so that's how it looks like before you spray it. So same thing, after you spray this, it's probably going to look pretty cool, right? And then you want to take it to what it would look like for your movie. So I can only demo one, then you guys can learn, ask me any questions, you guys can try a little bit here and there. Maybe that one I could leave, you guys could.
Oh
You want to play the... Okay, so this is just a video that I'm using for my art exhibition, but it just should, yes? But it's just not replace lamb. But it's just stuff that I try to document while I was doing for the exhibition. So, but whatever it is that I explained to you, whatever it is that I was doing for you, you could sort of see. So it has a very retro aesthetic, very analog era, sci-fi kind of thing. There's no audio, David? So some of the robots that you see here, some of it will be exhibited. That will answer your question. But just gives you an idea of what the process would be like. Thank you. Sorry? Where? 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 Di mana? All gallery in Petaling Jaya. Anybody been to Awesome Canteen, One Half, Broom, Cafe? It's the same row. Yeah. Where's the sheep? And okay. Anybody want to name the sheep?
Leash.
Leash. Why? Anybody can tell me what color they want the sheep to be?
Black.
What? Black sheep. Pink sheep. White sheep. Green sheep. You're just simply throwing colors at this point, is it? Okay, so brown sheep. Any more sheep color? Rainbow. Ask David how woke is his film first before. Anybody got any questions so far? Yes.
In terms of like getting all the recycled material, changes color. It's hard to find a place like a spot in Malaysia where they put all this keyboard old
Sorry. What was the question? Sorry.
Alright, so like it's hard to find all these recycled places in Malaysia. Because if you go through all this video, they say, oh, just go to recycled material, but that's in the States. In Malaysia, you want to look for old keyboards, or where exactly do you find those?
I'm not particularly sure, but I think you can Google where to find it. But usually you collect it from your own house.
Your own house, right? In Malaysia.
Maybe ask your uncles, aunties, not using this, right? Not using that, right? Can I have this? Can I have that? Let's take it from there.
Because I was feeling that in all these recycle centers, you might have to pay with all your stuff as well to get it.
Say again?
For all this recycle center, right? You might have to pay for it to get it.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think you can just give them a call first and then ask them. Then you could find. Because some of the recyclable stuff that you try to get from there also maybe may not be clean and stuff like that. So it's best to just collect it on your own. But yeah, so I hope that answers your question. But David should be able to help you figure out where to find that. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's all come closer again. Maybe you want to come a bit more closer. So that video was just to show you what I did or how it was documented for this exhibition. But it's more or less whatever it is that I explained to you guys just now. Okay, so this horse. Firepower?
Cat.
Okay, so this sheep, right? Anybody can give me a quick one-liner of what this sheep is? What was it? Merchant's cargo. Any more? What could the sheep be? Pillow. Pillow. Aladdin. Okay. What would this sheep be in the scrap metal universe? Okay, food. Already got there. Yeah. Any more? Anybody else? It looks like Howl's moving castle, is it? What's that?
I have never seen the model.
Nobody passed the sheep to him. Oh, you. Okay, so let's just say we want this sheep to be God. Okay. Anybody done any painting? Who's the one who said they did painting before? What kind of painting? Oils, acrylics, watercolor? All of it? Okay. So the ones that you primarily work with is acrylic based because it would dry, waterproof, and it's much more durable. And then you can always layer with watercolor or oils or enamels to create different effects. Who wants to try?
Okay, so all these techniques of like painting you can use also in the big crop. It's the same, exactly.
So let's paint. Okay, so you sure you all can see from far, is it?
Yeah.
You can come closer.
Jeremy, you should try.
Yeah, just do something that is like in the
Yeah. So you can see. You guys, okay, come. Normally with acrylics, you want to work with very thin layers. So this is white paint. It's just water. So you always want to thin your paints, right? But you don't have to be so perfect in your base coats because you're just trying to get a good solid coat and you paint the sheep. But usually, because someone asked this just now, they said keep it separate, right? So you paint from a point where you know you're not going to get paint on the other parts that you've already painted. Make sense? So from here, you want to start from the bottom all the way to the top. Because if you start from the top, then you want to hit the bottom, or you want to get in between, you might hit. Or whatever works for you, you can do it. I'm just going to start the sheep. So I'm going to paint a white sheep. And it's just simple. You just paint a white sheep and just base coat the whole sheep. You want to work in like very thin layers so that you don't obstruct detail. Who wants to try? Okay, that's too thick. Wait, so so you want to take a little bit of water and thin it down here, okay, and just sort of make it much more thinner. It doesn't matter if you hit the rest of the parts for now because we will cover that part later.
Too fast, I don't know.
认真的男人好帅啊 Darren。
I don't know what's here.
I think a bit too white, Darren.
Is he gonna be proud?
Yep, mix it really thoroughly. Yep. Don't pressure him. No, don't be afraid of the model. Don't be afraid of this. Because at the end of the day, you are going to put this up on screen. So you have to put in...
Brandon， 你不要笑 Darren 了 ，Brandon，
等一下就到你了。
That's a lot of paint. So, okay. So, you don't want to flood the model like this too much. Okay, so that's fine. So, that's one coat. And then, everybody got hair dryer at home?
Yep.
It will help you work faster. So, just blow dry it. Okay, so I mean that's just one coat, but it's not enough, right? You could still see a bit more grey at the bottom, so you go in for a second coat. Who wants to try a second coat?
Good job, Darren.
Good job, Darren. Okay, can I have somebody else to come and do a second coat?
You also pronounce it.
He's seen.
Okay. 就会哦，
It's just paint. It's not gonna hurt you.
涂回那个羊。
It's important that you always do, after finishing the build, you do a coat of two, like this one has like two, like black, and then it's orange, so you still can see like a bit of dark in the bars and stuff, so it helps also the process, you know, like create already like a source kind of like of light, etc. in that mess.
Too thick.
It's important that you
Thin it
do
here.
one layer at least of coating, because
So you want it about like this
painting, the
consistency,
model,
almost like milk.
most of the time, like the paint is going to fall off. So what you do with these coatings is to have kind of like a porous surface to paint. Like if you have
This part here.
that coating, it will be kind of like
The grey part here, and then the ears.
grainy. I mean, super thin, but like grainy. It's like
The ear.
Just can spray. The shiny ones, they are like more polished. The matte ones, they have like a bit more texture. So as much texture you get, the better, because little with the light, it will create
Yep.
texture of the paint and give like a bit more believability. So also, you can use like paint mixed with baking soda or calcium carbonate, you know, like any kind of, or even sand. If it's like a big model, you can use like very
Yeah,
thin
this
sand to create textures in some parts. Or for example, for the rust, you know, the rust has like much more texture, right? And the thin background or dirt or mud.
How does this sheep look so far? Okay? Fat. Fat sheep. Okay. So now there's not much definition to the sheep because it looks very flat. It's not a bad thing per se, but you want some sort of shading, if it makes sense. So, but you don't want to be too stuck in your shading because then it might be too cartoon looking. So there's like an off-white over here. It's just, I don't know what this is. I have no idea what color this is. It looks like this. Yeah. So you can work from dark to light, light to dark. It doesn't matter. I'm just showing you one way of doing it. Okay. So you go in. Everybody can see just a little bit of white paint, a little bit of this grey paint, and you sort of get almost like a mid-tone. Can everybody see that? And then you take a lot of water and you make like a wash. Anybody heard of this technique before? It's more thinner than what it was just now. Can you see? It's about this thin.
So our wash basically is like to have like less particles of paint into the water. So these particles only settle in the cracks. It doesn't settle in all the surface evenly. So you will have like the texture part that they pop out, like the base coat and the other with the layers that you apply.
So it is quite thin, but it is not white, right?
Yeah.
And then you wash. So this is what you do. Can you see how thin it goes? But it's sort of going into all those crevices. It's going into all those details. So it brings out the structure of the model.
Right.
It's subtle. You can go darker, but again, we're trying not to make a very cartoon-looking kind of sheep. Because if the sheep has like black outlines, you know when you used to color in your coloring book, then you go back with a black marker and then like try to draw the outline and make it look nice. The black might look too cartoony, so you want to try to avoid black. So you want to go with something a bit more on this darker spectrum. And usually always work from the light top down. So the light is always going to hit from the top. Obviously when you light your model, it's going to be different. This is why you want to light your model in a very general lighting form. And you don't want to make the contrast too high because for filming, your lighting is going to dictate that. For an art piece like this, I can push as much contrast as I want because it's just what I want people to look at. It's not meant for filming per se. So, but for filming, you want it to be relatively flat. If that makes sense? Yeah. So now we've washed this whole model. And what you want to do is, if you see there's too much on the top raised parts, just slowly dab it off. and let it sit inside the recesses. Okay, so now it looks a bit more natural, no? Can you all see the difference or no?
Yeah.
Can come closer if you can't see. Can see from there. Okay, so okay. So do you think it needs more contrast or no? For a sheep. Some say yes, some say no. You can always go back just a little bit more, just with the darker paint, very little. Could you see the shades? Could you see the shade difference here? It gets progressively darker, right? So now I only want to paint just maybe at the lower parts. Can you see? And can you see that? So where shadows would be, which is the underneath here of its feet, maybe the underneath of the head, and I just use a little bit of water just to blend it out. And okay.
很奇怪啊。Human dry.
Can see? Yeah? So it's subtle, but it gives you at least like there is a shade to it. There's like a shadow to it. So that's the sheep. Obviously, you can. What color is a sheep's nose or the thing? I'm not sure. Anybody know? Prawn? Brown. Oh, brown.
Sheep's what?
The nose thing, brown. The what? No, the nose. The yellow?
Is brown. Okay, so for all these effects or whatever you are painting, just look for real
Reference images. That's right. Okay, what anybody thought of already what this sheep is carrying or what is he doing? Cheap labor. Like slave? Okay. Oh. Okay. Anybody else? Free labor. Okay. Anybody else? These are decals or stickers?
No, they're stickers.
Okay. So anybody know what decals are? You do. Who doesn't know what? Okay, never mind. So could you pass me that model, please? Yep. Could you show everybody the behind? There's you know the Star newspaper. There is the Star newspaper there. Can anybody spot it?
Oh, that's a sticker.
Okay, so this is a sticker, but if you buy model kits, they have decals, which is like water slide. So it's like a very thin film with like stars or like numbers, whatnot.
You know, like the tattoos that when you are a kid.
Exactly, yeah.
What is this? But small. So it's the easy way to put text. Any kind of shape.
So we don't have the luxury of decals, but oh, it's a sticker. Probably need the bit of super glue. Okay, where's the sheep? Oh, it's here. Okay, so we don't have decals, so we're gonna. Oh God. You will face through these things when you do it. Okay. Because the stickers are all, so could you help me take that out? Okay. So what is the sheep again? Okay. So what colors what is he carrying? What does these images sort of evoke around you? Is he a pure sheep or is he a synthetic sheep? Is he a real sheep? Not a real sheep?
Robotic sheep.
So you all have to decide on these things because you're the one who's going to put this character on screen. Thank you, sir. So what is he going to be? He's carrying scrap metal, but what is he supposed to be doing? Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, this class is not very interactive. This is how it is.
It's just how it is. Okay, that's fine. So Now, you
This is an answer.
so the reason why I ask is because, like I said, you need to know what you're going to put on screen. Even if you're building a monster, who is this monster? Where is he from? What's his backstory? What is he doing? Blah 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 blah. Sure, the actor is going to maybe voice him or not, but you as the guys who are putting the visual thing on the camera, you need to know. So you have to make choices. Don't be precious about it. You got your universe. You got what it is. Post-apocalyptic. Maybe he's a. Someone said just now, what's it? Merchant. Maybe it could be this last sheep on his last legs. You know what I mean? Like he's probably half synthetic or not, let the audience figure it out, but he's carrying all these things and maybe it is some things from a past time that only in that specific era that he could deliver to people. So whoever finds this sheep is one lucky bastard, that kind of thing. Some sort of storytelling gets you going, everybody agree on that? Cool. So if he's going to be traveling, he's going to be dirty, he's going to be weathered, he's going to be, and also needs to fit into the scrap metal universe, right? So how do we channel all those elements into this? Now, there's a lot of gray and there's a lot of metallic elements, right? So again, like remember how we said that we want to break up flat surfaces? It's the same thing with the painting. We want to be able to break up a lot of this gray. So our color choices is as important as to your storytelling, obviously. So I can see like there's a barrel. What color barrels normally have you guys seen? Red barrels, some more? Brown? Yellow, some more? Blue barrels, some more? Okay, so I'm just going to paint it in a very bronze copper kind of effect just to show you what. Anybody seen oxidized copper before? Like the Statue of Liberty? So I'll show you how to do that effect because I think it will be beneficial to you guys in the long run. Now, quick tip is when you are painting metals, always have a separate cup. Because when you wash your brush in a metallic, in one cup, there are metallic pigments inside that will float in the water. So it's like cross-contaminating with your other paints that has no metallic pigments. You don't want that. Suddenly you're painting here, it's like, why is this sheep so shiny all of a sudden? So always have a separate cup. For your metals, use one cup. For your normal paints, use one cup. It will save your life, right? Sometimes it happens, you accidentally use it, but it's fine. So this is like a very off brown metallic tea kind of color. It's a good base to get you to do that. Who wants to try?
So the idea that you were saying, like that you have to decide what kind of function this thing have, because like when we are going to see this prop, in the story, the audience has like 3 seconds, like to identify this. So for example, like if you see this, and you see like it's like yellow and black, then this feels like a construction thing, So this, you are not going to think like, oh, this is a police something or a military vehicle, because it's like the colors and the look of a construction, urban stuff. So this you have like 3 seconds to see in the film, 3 or 4 seconds usually. So it has to be like very clear, like kind of like the function or whatever you want to pass to the audience. And this is mostly on the colors and on the finishing that you are making. It's something always like to take in mind, like if you paint something greenish and stuff, the audience is going to think, no, this is military.
Good job. Okay, so let's just say we paint this. It's not very copper looking now, but it's fine. So again, I'm not being very precious about this because it's gonna be all weathered up. It's gonna be all sort of, different chunks of rust. Okay, so who wants to try to do the next thing?
Brandon.
Someone.
Brandon.
Who's Brandon?
He just went out.
Yeah, he just went out.
See what I mean by you will accidentally wash your cup on the next this one? So then when that becomes the metal one, this becomes the thin cup. Okay, so right, so you want to try? Okay. Now, let's just say this whole thing is going to be all metal for now. For now. Then we can pick it up later, right? There's some parts, maybe it could be gray, maybe it could be armor, like this keyboard piece here. You can see this keyboard piece here. So maybe that part is part of his armor or something. We want to leave some parts gray, so there's some sort of variety, or maybe even this front panel. Okay? You can see? Okay.
But we don't need to paint the gray.
You can if you want. You can. Okay. So let me get you a smaller brush. So this is a metallic paint. It's gunmetal. Anybody heard the term dry brushing before? No. Okay, never mind. So dry brushing is pretty much taking an old brush that's really beat up that you'd want to throw. You take a little bit of paint like this, and then you wipe most of it off like that, and you do this. So it's
So in this case, like the paint only settles in the edges of the leaves.
what's in it? No? Can you guys see or no? Let me know if you can. Okay, sometimes you don't even need to dry brush like dry brush. You just take a little bit of paint and you just do this. So you're stippling because you're creating texture. Did you guys see that? So you're doing that because you're also trying to create some form of because like metal can have scratches and wear and tear. So like this looks like a piston here, right? So that part's probably gonna be metal. Can you see I'm not being very precious about it? So in a way, you guys are lucky because scrap metal is very post-apocalyptic, so everything's gonna have wear and tear. Everything's gonna look very old and beaten up, right? So first pass it around so they could have a look. Time 30 minutes. From far, can you guys see there is some sort of something moving? There's something going on. Andre, you wanted to try, right?
I suck at painting.
That's fine. You have to paint anyway.
God damn it.
Who else wanted to try? You wanted to try just now, right?
Oh yeah, maybe you can do some maybe in the chain here for them to see like the
Rust.
brush like effect. Like
Okay, so where you guys? It doesn't matter if you suck or not. At the end of the day, you just
Doesn't
gotta-
matter that I'm colorblind.
Okay, so see this chain here that David's originally painted is all rusty.
Yeah.
Another technique is that you can take a little bit of metallic paint and just this is what dry brush does.
So you're painting the inside part.
You're not painting a full base coat like how we did for the sheep, but you're just catching the edges so the light catches that. Can you see?
Right.
Yep.
You can use different shades of metallic paints to sort of get that. Come up.
All the skeletons
Can I have a sheep?
stuff metal and all this, you know, like you buy it, they have like plastic, white.
Okay.
Then we use this
Who wants to paint black?
I'm sure I can paint black.
Yeah. You got-
Black the color I can see.
the same
So the part that is going to be metal, paint it black. So maybe like
skeletons they were
underneath here,
first
over here.
brown
Leave it to you.
black.
So
You don't have to paint it so that
having the light shine down helps a lot with the paint.
yes. You can paint under like a lamp if you want.
Plastic, yellow plastic sticks. Then, I mean, half the price.
That's one.
Texture.
Can you guys see what she's doing?
Try glass.
He's doing, sorry.
No, it's okay. I've been confused before.
No, I'm seriously. I'm confused. So many of you everywhere. So come and see how he's doing it because you guys, I presume you guys are going to be doing this sometime soon.
So much details.
I think they will do it soon, one day, too. And get graded on it. and get graded on it.
Somewhere you don't want to shove everything.
So you guys want your grades. You guys gotta do it. So
Everyone line up.
everyone line up.
Line up. One brush, one time. One strand, A plus.
Anybody any questions? Questions? Feel free to ask.
I don't think I did a good job.
It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
Okay, so he's painted all the black. Any other black you want to paint?
No.
So let's just say if it wants to be black as well. I'm not being perfect at all. As you can see, I'm hitting everywhere. There's a reason for that. Okay, so
Right.
you can be neat. No one's really stopping you.
I think I was trying way too hard to be.
change the receiver because it's almost
Now, metallic
Almost
paints depicted is worked over black very well.
it's preparing
So maybe before you paint your metallics, you could always just base coat it in black.
someone is using
What's your name again? Ginny. Okay, so which part do you want to paint?
the whole thing.
Yeah, have a look and decide. Have a look and decide. Metallic parts, you can try to paint a metallic part. This is your gunmetal. So like how I showed you how to stipple just now, you could stipple it as well. So pick parts that you think will catch the light. So remember when you guys are doing these practical effects, it's all about what material catches the light. So for example, if you look here, this is a very sort of velvety almost look at how it's catching the light versus to his shirt is absorbing the light versus this is highly reflective. So how you replicate those real life materials on your model will translate on screen really well.
Right.
Because remember, you're in a film and you're playing with lighting most of the time, and the lighting's gonna be moving. So just like you shoot anything, you shoot a person, whatnot, lighting's gonna change. So same thing, to make the model look believable and real, you have to make sure that your surface finish has some sort of variation. Glossy, matte, shiny. So the different techniques that you can use to sort of try to make that.
Really very artistically inclined as all these things, especially for the finer details.
Yeah and no, but I think as you like do it together collectively with everybody, you sort of know where it is. You can definitely get that, yeah, for sure.
Question.
When we green screen, because I know that it's taking pictures. Yes, we're just setting it natural.
No,
You can it will yeah, it will fill. Yeah, it will. So you can get like artificial mode. They give you like a strand or I don't know. I just had a or you could use static grass to buy. Where did you pay? Okay. Okay. So you guys could see she did Ginny. So like she painted like on top of the black. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Why? What's happening? Why? What's happening? Okay. So can you guys see that she did this here? Nobody can see. Can see. She's like. So that's what you want to do. You see, it gives you instant texture, so the metal looks old. There is a whole, like I can sit here for one whole day and just teach you how to do metallics to paint it as hyper realistic as you think you can. You don't have the time, so you got to do it fast. Sometimes when you're working in the industry, you know your producers be like, no, we got to get this done by today. We got to film the next day, so you have no choice but to pull out every trick from your bag to try to get it to work, right? So I'm gonna just try to do some other stuff around here. So I'm just doing this. I'm not being bothered. Everything's gonna be metallic. Everything is gonna be yada yada yada. Because nobody's gonna really focus on all of these things when you, especially it's a, you know, if it's a shot in the background or whatnot. Even on top of this, I'm just sort of doing that. Can you see? I'm leaving the shadows in the recesses. I'm hitting the highlights. Now light would catch. Can you see shadows underneath, light on top? So that's where I hit it. See that? Does that work? Does that push your contrast?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, you can do that if you're working really fast and So right now, I'm literally hitting every edge that I can. I'm not being very precious about it all. But based on what you guys have done here and there is some sort of distinction, there's some sort of color difference, right? Okay. Maybe you pick another third color just to break it up. Anybody got any ideas what color would work? Anyone?
Yellow.
Yellow? Yeah, okay.
Yellow makes green.
Yeah, you can if you want. Okay, so let's just say we're gonna use a bit of yellow. Yellow gives a very industrial look to it. Why is there no paint coming out? I'm pretty sure there is paint. Okay, doesn't matter. Where would you guys put the yellow? Okay, to make it very sci-fi, right? I'm sure you. Sorry.
Ice.
Let's just do. So this is something that you can use to incorporate into your filmmaking when you're world building and all these kind of things. Is that some things that I mean it's sci-fi, but where your sci-fi is, how so you guys probably seen this before, right? Those hazard lines.
Oh yeah.
So that would help give people like, oh, that looks something like I could relate to in real life. Obviously, you can take your time and do this, but it's tedious, but it would help. I'm being very fast with this because again we are pushing time, but obviously when you do this on yourself, you'd wanna make sure you get your lines as clean as you can. So again, you're breaking up the surfaces, right? You're breaking up the surfaces. You still got a bit more yellow, but like on this side you see some yellow, but this side you see nothing. So you can still put something around here. What could be yellow? Sometimes it could be very little stuff, just like that. Okay, and then even maybe back here, those wires that is holding this bag could be yellow. Right? I don't know, maybe. Okay, what else can we do, guys?
我觉得我们可以大家一起做。Yeah. 你看一个人冰啦，每个人的人是第二个可以就是你说好的在必须打的是牛。你要看看我的 idea 是什么。
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Is this sheep a good sheep or bad sheep?
Bad.
Dirty sheep, poor sheep, bad sheep. Okay. Dirty sheep.
Oh. No.
What's happening? There's a lot that you find online. Oh, search for what exactly?
Yeah, search them.
What are you looking for?
Like tutorials.
Yeah, David.
Tutorial.
David will share with you for sure. He can tell you this stuff.
Can do very well. You can do very well.
Okay, everybody come here. Look at this front part here. It looks like an armor panel, right? So I'm going to go through the weathering stage. Now, armor, when it hits or when it chips, trying to look for a real life reference. Okay, doesn't matter. But anybody has something that is metallic? This is not much, but okay. But even if you look close, there are like tiny scratches on the bracelet. But something that's old or something that is
My watch.
the hair dryer, your watch. That's a nice watch.
Nice boy, just flexing.
Flexing. Okay. Could you pass that? Yep. Could you see the edges on the snail? Snail? Well, the snail.
Reason what?
I don't know what I call it snail, but yeah. So could you see like there's weathering?
Like brush.
So like edges of metal is gonna get whacked. It's gonna get hit. So one way of doing that is taking a bit of black paint first. Then you just use the side of your brush. Then you do little chips. Could you see? You could also rip a sponge if you'd like. You could rip a sponge if you like. And dab it, exactly. So that, and then you could also do, it depends how sharp your brush is. So you change it now, because you don't like it. But you could do it. So you see that? So this could look like the armor is chipping. So even with the same thing over here, I'm just doing little mark makings that could work. You see that? So after you've done that, you could go back with a metallic paint, or in this case, you could use a metallic marker, and we go over those edges that you chip. You see that? So that's one way of you doing, like you chip the armor, or for example, like a car. Anybody scratch your car before?
Yes.
You know when the paint comes off and then there's like it reveals the bare metal. You can use that as reference. Like David said, always go back to real life references. So Google scratch car, maybe depends on what you're painting. Okay. Now this is a quick and easy way to sort of do the weathering stuff is, so when you guys know what weathering is?
Yeah.
What? Anybody don't know what weathering is?
I don't know.
You don't know. Weathering is
Like
wear and tear. Yeah, like aging. So what I have in front of me is this color called burnt sienna. You have burnt umber, burnt sienna. What you want is like a dark brown, somewhat of a brown. You can have a little bit of green. Depends. These are pigments that you guys can get anywhere. Or you guys know chalk pastels, like chalk pastels. You can buy that, sand it down. It's cheap. You don't have to buy this stuff. You can buy like ready-made texture stuff, so it looks like mud already ready for you to put if you want. There's a lot of hobby places you could buy. You could do. Okay, so weathering usually would happen when you have dirt, grime, rust, old rust, new rust. The more you put attention into all these details, the more believable your item is gonna look like. So I bet this guy is gonna be, treading through different places here and there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a wash. Remember that wash that we did just now with the sheep?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do a wash that. So scrap metal, tell me what the environment this sheep has been in. Anybody go? Radioactive. So what's the environment like? Is he in a muddy ground? Is he in a dusty? Some more?
Dusty,
Mossy? Keep going? All sorts of crap, right? So right now I'm just making like a grimy, dirty wash. So a little bit of paint. You could see it's very thin. So you could see how thin this paint is. This could work for like rust, right? But we'll do the rust later. What we want to do now is work in different layers. So you want a little bit of brown, maybe a little bit of green, like a dark green like this. Okay. If there is any paint, there should be.
Oh.
Okay. So you want to make a very dark, grimy color, but what color is dictated really depends on the environment that you are trying to portray. So you could see I got 3 different kind of tones over here. A bit of green, a bit of brown. Now, so it looks like a dirty color. Yeah, someone said E, but yeah, I mean that is the idea.
Yep.
So,
Oh my. 我们以前小时候那个擦边色。
you really shouldn't be disgusted about this. I mean, it's quite, it will look good. So could you see that? That kind of color looks like a nice grimy color, right? You don't want to add too much black inside. Why? Because black will desaturate your colors and make it look too cartoony, which is not what you want. So you work in thin layers. So the consistency is more or less like this. You can go thinner if you'd want. Still E or what? Okay. She's like. So, poop. These are pigments. So anybody who applies makeup would know what pigments are as well. It's pretty much in all your paints, just without the binder. It's like you make Milo, you take Milo, the powder form, mix it with water, become Milo. Right? I don't know where you went just now. I didn't see you. Come here. Okay, so you can mix a little bit of pigments inside. What pigments does is that it gives you a very interesting finish. Because if you take just pigments, like this, can you see how that looks like dust or dirt? Yep. So you can mix this with glue, you can mix this with like gloss varnish, you can mix this with lots of stuff, and
so pigment is just basically like
the paint without the binders.
The color. So whatever material they extract the color, it's just this. So doesn't have anything to get together. Like some of them they are made of bags. Made into powder. Some of them they are like minerals.
Anybody know what isopropyl alcohol is? I know you're gonna say you know what alcohol is. So this is isopropyl alcohol. Give me your hand. What is it? It is in hand sanitizer. So this is what they put before they give you an injection. You can buy this at the pharmacy, it's fine. Now what alcohol does is that it helps you remove paint or it breaks up the paint. So if I do this.
It's gonna look like it's...
So it gives you different textures. Because this don't mix well with water, you can, but you use it to your aid as your advantage. So I'll show you. So right now what we want to do is this. It may look scary, but you want to trust the process. Okay, you're in the right industry. So we're going to do this. Every single part. Who wants to do it? Take this and get it all over the place except the sheep. Go. So everybody look what she's doing. Get it in all the nooks and crannies, every corner. Go as fast as you can. Don't be precious about it. Just go, 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 go. You guys can see, ah? Can.
Like this, cover there.
Anybody else want to try? Go, 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 go. Don't be afraid. You guys want to try?
Yes.
Go. Come.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you actually use that model on set?
Sorry?
Would you actually use that kind of model on set?
For me?
Or any kind of this model? Is it just for display or actually you guys are using it on set?
I think for your course you would use it on your set.
You only use the big one. I'm going to call you at night.
All over?
All over. Don't hit the sheep yet.
Call him and say he hasn't ready.
Like this.
No, go get inside there. Go everywhere. Get it inside all the nooks and crannies. Pretty much you are giving him that dirt wash, that grime, right?
Yeah. So at the end you're going to be this. For doing this, I mean that
我不了只有2年，就是进步过。
The easy part, if you are careful with the models, even if you shoot.
Okay, have a look. Anybody else want to try? Going once, going twice. You guys want to try? You want to try?
可是它变得很不得。
It's just like regular light. But if you are putting lights,
Wah, Daniel.
Wow, Daniel, why is he so famous?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
You mean Da Vinci?
only when you
You can still use the miniature, it's fine.
What's
Yeah,
yours?
because shooting miniature is like you get cocktail will all be messy, so you have to put fire.
Excited.
To get
Everyone come and brush paper.
Sean, you're
I mean, we are going to do in class some campaign. Some of these shots.
Shaun the sheep.
We have a station order for us. You want to put some small lights on it. So how do you recommend this thing? Because for example, we have small, you know, like those airplane lights, green color, blue color at night. Yeah, we want one of those.
I mean, the easy is you take the model and you drill where you want the lights. That's the small drill, you know, like this model. All the holes, and then just put one inside.
And then light everything.
Yeah. But normally this weathering stage, I would recommend you use like enamels or oils because you can always go back and remove it. Because acrylic is water-based. Once it dries, it's dry. You can't remove it. You can with a bit of alcohol, but it's not recommended. With oils or enamels, they are
So we have
thinner base. So thinner, even if the oils are dried,
There's another option.
you can go back when the thinner, reactivate it. You can remove it, so you got a lot of control.
That is painted
So yeah.
with UV
Yeah. But now we can't, I mean, we don't have time to show you guys everything. Okay, guys, come.
and then suddenly all these.
Everybody come.
Yeah, this is another option. But usually for Spain or night, you can do it.
Okay. Okay, everybody can come in here, have a look. So
That was, I think, it has like a few of these.
now, while the paint is, it depends how confident you are, or if you're not feeling so confident, it doesn't matter. You can always, while the paint is still drying, you go back with just this rust tone. And normally metals would rust, right? So wherever the metals would rust, think of where water would collect. So I'm like putting the rust tones at certain parts here and there. Again, I'm just blending it because it's not fully dry just yet. Probably this wheel as well. You see that? Okay, so now, while it is still wet, this one everybody knows what it is. Cotton bud, yeah, Q-tip. Okay, so you want to remove the parts where grime would not be there. So, you see that? I'm removing it, but I'm leaving just water at this point, but I'm just leaving it at the recesses. So I'm not touching where the grime would sit. Can you see? I'm removing the top parts, I'm removing most of it actually. Do you see that? Okay, now while you're removing, see these flat surfaces, like you have those flat surfaces? You could do this to mimic streaking. If you look at old walls outside where rain marks would be streaking, rust streaks, so follow that. So, can everybody see that? Ideally, you would want to work with oils or enamels because they are not water-based and they are not permanent when they dry per se. You have a lot of working time. Even with the oils or enamels are dried, you use turpentine or thinner or spirits, you reactivate the oil and you can always streak it. So it gives you the most control that you can work with. Acrylics is, unless you're confident, go for it. But you can always do it and you work fast. So see this here? See the sticker that we put earlier? Those mark makings, get them dirty as well. Don't put everything, then you have a very clean sticker, doesn't work well. Doesn't make sense, right? So it's like you drive your car through the mud, suddenly see your number plate is like so clean, you might have a ghost or something, I don't know. So I'm leaving a little bit of dirt on the sticker as well and I'm streaking. Can you see that? Can you see?
If you want to continue, we need to change class.
Oh shit, okay. We need to go.
From this
Okay, so let's just dry this and then if you want. Yeah, you can use a tissue, but the bottom part is easier because it's so small. Okay, can you see how the weathering sort of tied everything together? Does that look much more weathered up? So poor sheep has not gotten anything as well, right? But you don't want the sheep to get too weathered as well. So I'm just taking the same concoction, but much more water. I'm gonna hit the sheep.
Yeah.
And probably it's going to be heavier at his feet because he's treading through mud or whatnot. Can you see that?
Huh? 我们换课室。
Every detail matters.
你那个他走来走去他就很肮脏。不可能那个羊，不可能那个羊上面在肮脏很白的嘛。
Thank you. You reckon you got 5 minutes to wrap it up? Okay. So you could see, right? This is more or less how you can sort of do it. Now, the reason why I said don't use black is because of this. So black gives you the most darkest shadows, right? So this is how you push contrast. But for film, you don't want too much contrast like those guys because it would be too cartoony looking. So I take a little bit of black where the deeper shadows is, and that's where I put it. So you'll see it helps to bring more contrast to your structure. So shadows underneath here is going to be darker. Okay, so after adding that black, can you see it brings out your contrast a bit more? You got darker shadows, you got lighter lights. And this is what you could do is you use a metallic marker. Remember those parts where you chipped earlier? You see that? You could just run your brush along those parts where you think metals would chip.
This one also use the metallic marker.
No, that one I use paints. You could use paints, but the marker is just an easier option. Can you see?
你更是要做我们3个小时，我跟你讲。
还1个小时做到了。
对啊，我们还要拼起来耶。拼起来你们可能要花更多时间。很香。
Okay, pass it around and we'll have a look while we sort of clean it up.
很香耶，它很没有，我觉得它松很深呢，很深呢，那个。
Okay, pass it one last one last thing because we're pushing for time. So now just to break up this entire thing, right? We just want to give a little pop of color and make it a bit more lively. So this is just a metallic blue paint. So just a little bit of blue, maybe it's like it's lights or something, I don't know. But it just helps to break it up a little bit more and draws the eye in just a bit more. So maybe like he's been controlled by this thing, it's like he doesn't know where to go, or he needs to go here, or he needs to go there, I don't know. But yeah. So, yeah, pass it on.
So overall the story must be...
You need to know your story, yeah. Then you can imply.
Okay.
So maybe he's, like you said, maybe he's old, maybe he's hurt, maybe he's, you know, whatnot, so I don't know. You could add blood on him and stuff like that. You could do all sorts of stuff. So
It's always stuff like the paint.
yeah.